The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Some children were brought to Jesus that he might lay his hands on them and pray. The disciples rebuked the people. But Jesus said, "Let the children come to me, and do not hinder them, for to such belongs the kingdom of heaven." And he laid his hands on them and went away. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
My dear sisters, the last few days we have been listening from the book of Joshua, and today is the conclusion. Tomorrow or Monday we will begin yet another book of the Old Testament. We started with the book of Genesis, finished all the first 5 books, the Pentateuch, and then now Joshua also is completed. Of course, not all the passages. A few passages were read to us. Rest of the books we have to read by ourselves, other than what we hear in the Holy Mass. Today's passage speaks about the death of Joshua at the age of 110, while Moses died at the age of 120. And before that, he is asking the people to make a firm decision whether they want to belong to the Lord or not. He said, "You had so many gods in Egypt when you were in the slavery of Pharaoh. Now make a firm resolve. You can't go this way and that way. You have to make a commitment." Yesterday, if you had listened attentively, the whole history of the salvation of the people was described, starting from the call of Abraham, what all happened, about Moses, about the wonders in Egypt, and about the crossing of the Red Sea, and about the marvelous deeds in the desert, and about the victories they experienced. Remember all that, Joshua said, and today he is telling them. And then he asked them to make a free decision. At the same time he says, "As for me and my family, we will serve the Lord." Beautiful. Irrespective of what others do, we have to always say, all others may go astray. All others may be compromising with regard to the values of the gospel. As for me, I have decided to serve the Lord, we have to say. And then the people also say, no, we also want to serve the Lord. We will not waver. We will not cause the wrath of God to come upon us by being unfaithful. And people are also telling him. And then as a sign, he plants a stone there, and let this stone be the witness of your promise of all that the Lord did to you. Wonderful passage. You and I have committed ourselves to God by our baptism originally. Will you give up Satan and all his deeds? Yes. Our parents, godparents, proclaimed in our name of faith. And later on, when we grew in faith, we renewed our promises at the time of First Communion, at the time of confirmation, at every Easter. We also renewed our baptismal promises. It is true. And especially at the time of your first profession, once again you made a firm resolve to belong to the Lord. As for me, I commit myself to the Lord. I will serve the Lord. And some of you have finished your perpetual profession. Once again, Lord, as for me, I will serve the Lord. the Lord invites us to live up to our occasion. It's very important. Joshua told the people, far be it that all these gods of the foreign land be away from you. What are today's gods? Not merely statues. The great Cardinal Martini, Archbishop of Milan, great scripture scholar says today's gods are different. Today, the car can be a god. The mobile is the god. All the perfumes may be god. All the modern gadgets can be god. TV can be a god. So many little gods are there in the modern world. All those things that separate us from our commitment to Jesus are these false gods. Are we ready to give first place to Jesus? Getting rid of all this, if they come in the way of our following, our interests, our entertainment, our lack of enthusiasm, our attachment to things, sometimes maybe also attachment to certain persons. All these should not come in the way of serving the Lord our God with all our heart. And we come to today's short passage of the Gospel. Jesus says, let little children come to me and do not hinder them. We should never forget who are these little children. All those who are younger to you are little children. Lay people are little children. They are prevented from coming to the Lord because our conduct is not often exemplary. The Jesus the world sees is you, the beneficiaries of your ministry. They must see Jesus in you, the joy, the warmth, the unity, the concern, the respect you show to others. All these must attract the people and bring them to Jesus. Not merely the little children studying in the school, even the teachers and other beneficiaries of the ministry, even those working in the kitchen. All those who come into contact must be brought to Jesus. And the words of Jesus are very clear. Let children come to me. Let children in the faith come to me. Do not prevent them. We will be preventing them if we are leading a scandalous life. May the Lord give us strength to commit ourselves wholeheartedly and to bring many more people to Jesus. Let us not hinder anyone from coming to Jesus. Sometimes some people say, why you are not going to the church? Because of that priest. Sometimes it can also happen because of this sister. Not only me, my whole family do not go to Jesus, do not go to the church. None of us, none of the SAB should be responsible for anyone being away from Jesus. Let us pray for this grace. Amen.